1007 left yet?
I think that the final call was given, sir.
Well, maybe I can still make it. I'll take my bags with me.
Just a moment. Let me check the departure gate. Charlie? Is 1007 gone? I thought so. Thanks. Sorry, sir. The flight has departed.
But look, it's only 10 o'clock.
Sorry, it's 6 minutes past 10.
I told that taxi driver to take the other route, but he promised he could get me here on time, in spite of the heavy traffic. Now what do? I cabled my wife to meet this flight at the airport.
Well, there's still time to let her know.
But how? She's flying in herself this very moment. When's your next flight?
May I see your ticket? Our next flight leaves at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
All right then, put me on it.
Well, I certainly will. That is, if there's any space left.
What do you mean, if? Now, you get me out at 3 o'clock. It isn't my fault I missed the last flight.
Excuse me. Smallwood speaking. Oh, yes, Mr. Post. It's in the file in the back. I can find it in a minute. I'll send it up immediately. Right. Sorry, sir, I have a rush job to take care of, but I'll get reservations on the phone for you. Explain it all to them, they'll take care of you. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, Airport. What do you want?
Who is this?
Is that you, then?
No, it isn't. This is a passenger who just missed a flight.
Oh, what a pity. I'm terribly sorry, sir. How did it happen?
Never mind about that. The point is, I've got to get on your 3 o'clock flight.
Well, I'll certainly do everything I can, sir. May I have your name?
Markle. Markle. I've got to get to...
And what flight were you booked on?
What difference does that make?
Well, if I'm going to help you, sir, I have to know where you're going.
If you'll listen a second, I'll tell you. Hartwell. I was supposed to go out on flight 1007, and I've got to get on that 3 o'clock plane.
Well, I'll have to check that, sir. Now, don't be upset, Mr. Markle. I'm sure we can work out something. Would you hold on for a second, please?
All right. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Mr. Markle?
Yes?
Well, thank you for waiting, Mr. Markle. I'm afraid at the moment that flight is fully booked.
What do you mean, at the moment? Are you telling me you can't get me on that 3 o'clock plane?
Well, there's always a chance. I mean, you never know about last-minute cancellations.
I don't want to know about cancellations. All I want to know is who can get me on that 3 o'clock plane.
Well, we have all the information on you, Mr. Markle. We know you're at the airport, so if you'll just keep in touch with our people there.
All taken care of, Mr. Markle?
Yes. All taken care of.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Yes, just one little thing. Where's the Greater Overseas Airline ticket counter?
Hello? Hello, are you there?
Airport. Smallwood.
What's the idea of putting a passenger on the direct line? Do you realize the position you put me in, thinking I was talking to you?
But...
Oh, you'll be sure to send the wire immediately.
Of course.
The Hotel Mirror Bar is giving us a luncheon when we arrive in Beaumont, and I want to confirm the special menu, because most of my 20 ladies are counting calories.
I understand. I'll send it right out.
Thank you.
The flight will be leaving from gate 2. Have a very pleasant trip, Mr. Richards.
Thank you.
Mirror bar, special menu, low calories.
We better watch out.
Arriving flight 2123.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
Well, the man who just left is an agent. Wasn't punching the ticket, but he's listed here on the advisory.
Pan American has a message for Miss Marie Santos, passenger on flight 2123. Will Miss Santos please come to the information counter?
Mr. Richards?
Yes.
Well, sir, I just noticed we had a note from Mr. Carlton in our Ipsala office wanting us to convey his best wishes for a very successful trip.
That was very nice. Thank you.
Is everything all right, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Is there anything we can do?
I'm just fine.
Well, would you like a cup of coffee, Mr. Richards?
No, thank you.
Well, perhaps a cocktail.
All right. I suppose I'd better have a drink.
Right, sir. You'll find the Clipper Club right up the stairs and over to the right.
Thank you.
Those idents, phew, they're all over the place lately. But once I didn't recognize an ident. Got reprimanded because it turned out to be an account of salesman was trying to sell for 2 years.
I know.
Now I'm careful. I make sure I take care of them properly. Mr. Richards.
Can't you Pan Am people ever get together about anything?
But I thought you...
They wouldn't let me in up there. It's too crowded. Didn't you know that? Fancy Clipper Club. Fancy nothing.
I'm afraid I...
Don't you know how embarrassing it is to stand there in front of several people and be refused? I didn't want the drink in the first place.
Well, sir, I'm terribly sorry.
You should be.
Is there anything we can do?
Yes. You can leave me alone. And let me read my paper.
Can't win them all.
Well, you can try, Alex. I mean, I don't know what they do at other stations, but here it's